Hey, Jill. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. I'm Katie Reeder. If you haven't met me before, I am probably the most addicted to Facebook and on social media. And so if you see me commenting a lot, it's because I carry my little phone with me everywhere I go because I have major FOMO, which is fear of missing out. Can you hear me okay? Okay. So anyways, I live in Calera, Oklahoma, and I live kind of close to Lori and Jetty, so I'm able to go and see them once in a while when our daughters are friends. So we kind of have a friendship with them other than Plexus, but it originated from Plexus. I had no clue about them before Plexus. So anyways, I am going to just start off with a prayer. And that way, if you have something and you have to be gone and we're not finished before you need to, we are covered. So, dear Lord, I just thank you for this day. Just thank you for this opportunity to host this tonight. And I just thank you for everyone that's on here, that the things that I share, Lord, will be just shared in the right way, that they can receive it and bless them and help them. And I just thank you for this business, this opportunity to come together every week and encourage each other, support each other. And I just thank you for the relationships that I've had with these people. And I just pray that tonight is blessed. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. So basically, I'm just going to share about some things that I've been doing lately with the income producing activities that's kind of blessed my business and just kind of helped me along. And I know that several people in this group are kind of doing some of these things with me. A couple things I'm going to share about is, one is recently this month I did a paddle bingo party, and I'll explain a little bit more about that. But Sarah Chamberlain shared about it one night, and I just really could see the vision for my community. I live like in a rural country type area. We have, it's hard to get community type people to Plexus events, but they are very community oriented. They love the community, their friends and family, they support each other. So I could see that having like a bingo party would totally get people out there. And so I did a bingo paddle party. And then I'm a part of two different IPA groups. One is with some people in here in this group, and we have a private messaging, a Facebook private messaging thread that we are every single day commenting at the end of the day when we're done doing our income producing activities. And then we're also supporting and encouraging each other during the day. So that's been really cool. Then I have another IPA group that I'm doing with my personal team, and we're doing a like a contest. So what I did is people like contests, people like to earn money, and so what I offered my team is it's pretty much the same thing I'm doing with my other group. It is to contact 2 people a day to follow up with those people and anybody else on a Friday, to post 3 times a day on social media, 1/3 of those posts being business related, 2/3 of those being Plexus personal related, and then I'm trying to think what else I'm supposed to do. Oh, and on my contest, and then also I required them to be commission qualified by the 20th, which would be today. And so everybody that followed along with that and has been consistent with that, their name's going to go in a drawing for $50 at the end of the month. So that's just something that I threw in there. We try to do contests on our team every month, and not every month it happens, but especially with the Plexus contest coming on, it's smart to do that because it's just going to be, helping that all of us drive and be motivated for the Plexus contest, for the convention, but also another way to rack up some more money, which is fun. And then another thing I'll talk about is a 90-day health challenge that I'm offering to anybody. And I came across the idea on Saturday morning or Sunday morning coming off of work, and I so those are the three different things that I'm doing right now. And so what I'll go into, and then I'll talk to you about Facebook Live, and if you have those capabilities and how that's kind of an interesting feature to your business. So first of all, I'll just talk about the bingo paddle party. And that name's just kind of funny. Every time I tell somebody that, they're just like, bingo what? Paddle what? But it's really fun. The focus is to bless a family in your community with funds. The proceeds of the event go to that specific family to support and raise awareness for their cause. Another part of that is to network with other vendors. So you're going to require vendors for this party. So you're going to meet other people in your community that sell different items, and that's a really cool way. And then you're going to share. It also gives me the opportunity to share my Plexus business and products at that same party. It helps the local businesses, because what we do is we go around to the local businesses and ask them for donations. And we had a really great turnout with doing that. Our community they blessed us really big time, and it was really cool. And we told them that. We said, we're going to do these parties, trying to do them once a month. So it's going to kind of like be an advertisement for their business every month at our bingo parties. So that's a cool thing. Because, it's nice to buy local and build your town up. And sometimes we get used to going to Target for things when we could maybe go to like a small little boutique in town. And so that's just another way to advertise them. And then getting to know your community, getting out from behind the computer or the phone. So doing a bingo party, let's see. And then also it's also promoting the opportunity of Plexus and how it can help you with your desire to do more and be more. So I did not focus so much on my business. I hosted the party, and so I, in the beginning, told the rules of the party and how to play the game. And then I told them there was vendors around them that were going to be selling items. All the vendors donated for that night. And that I also have a table. I said, I'm not selling anything, but I do have a free drawing back there. If you sign a note back there and fill it out, you can put in for the free drawing of the gift. And the gift basket had a cup that I got at the Dollar General store that was really cool, cute. And it had a bottle of the Mega X, and it had a catalog, and I think what else. It wasn't like a major expense. And then I had the new little catalog, the What If, that we got in our success kit in there. And so I had that back there. So I had them, that they could go back there at any time that night and fill it out. And that I would draw a number at the end of the night, and one of them would win it. And so I just told them basically that, the whole night was going to be put on for this family, to benefit the family, and that I can't remember exactly how I worded it, but mainly I gave them the gist that my business, I wanted to do something with my business. I make business building bonuses, and I wanted to do something for our community, and so that's what I am using to fund these parties. And so it kind of gave them another way to look at Plexus as like, oh, she's not just trying to sell something. She's doing well successfully in it, and she's doing something good for the community. So it was a positive spin off of our opportunity, and that it's not just about making money and winning trips and going places. It's like, what can you do with this opportunity? You can give back to your community. If you have a mission or any kind of, whatever it is that you kind of would like to do in your life, that the opportunity can be a tool. So, and then you're building relationships with your existing prospects. So the person that we did the event for is somebody that I've been hoping and praying that she would try the products for her family, for her child. And I've been sharing about it, but, it's just been kind of, like until they trust you, until they, let's see, what's that phrase? Something about until they know you care, they don't trust you kind of thing. I cannot remember that phrase, but you know the gist of it. Trisha can say it.
They don't care what you know until they know how much you care.
Exactly. And so the mother of this little girl that we did the event for, she was so blessed because we put on this event for them. And we went around town, spent volunteering hours to pick up donations to direct this whole event, and all the proceeds went to this little girl because they need, and we raised awareness that they need a nurse, a night nurse, and the mother was so touched by this that she could see that I really care, and it wasn't an act, it wasn't generic, it was true. And my mom, so sweet, she had actually went to the mother, and the mother didn't even know that my mom was my mom. And my mom had talked with her, and my mom prayed with her before she left the event. So then she found out later on that that was my mother, and she just put two and two together. And so she just was like, the next day was like, I see all your posts, and I really have been wanting to get on the products. And she said, some of this money I'm going to use to do it. And she said, there's a lot of children that I know that have the same illness that my daughter has, and I know that this could help her, and I'm sure that they would want to try it for their children too. So it was like a very fruitful, income-producing activity that hit everything. It blessed that family, it blessed me, it blessed our community. It was a really cool thing. So it doesn't have to be a bingo paddle party. But if you're getting out in your community and you're doing something to give back, people are starting to see your heart, and they can start trusting you. And they don't look at you as just somebody posting and sharing about a product. They start seeing that you really care, and that there's a reason why you're sharing these products, because they're actually doing something for somebody. Let's see what else. So, and I can give you, I can post later on how to do an event like that and what it all entails, and it's very affordable, very affordable. And so we can do that, but I did want to share how that turned out. Trying to think if there's anything else that I needed to share. I got my family there. My husband came and supported me. It was really nice. And it was just a really good, feel-good event. We raised $826 for the family that night out of quarters. Can you believe that? They paid $5 to get a little stick to bid with. Every time they wanted something, every time they saw an item, they'd raise their stick up. Somebody would come around, and they would put in 1 quarter for their stick. If they had 2 sticks to bid with for 2 chances, they would put in 2 quarters. And that's how it went. And we raised that much money. So it was really, really cool, exciting, fun. And there was times where some of the people had said, well, I'm out of quarters. And I said, well, do you have any dollar bills? Because I have quarters, we can make change. So I don't even know how much they spent, per person, but, and they, all at the end, they said, we had such a good time. It was for such a great cause. They want to come to the next event. And they said, we know how it works now, so we are going to advertise for you and tell everybody else about it. So it was really cool. Okay, so enough about the paddle bingo party.
Hey,
yes.
So once they put their stick up and put a quarter in, then what?
Oh, sorry. Okay. So they come in and they purchase a paint stick. That's all it was, nothing fancy. Paint stick for $5. If they wanted an additional paint stick, it was $2. And so then they sat down and waited for the event. And then when the event started, I showed an item and I said, okay, we've got this nice item here. We got it from such and such place in town. They're amazing. You should go check them out. They have a great store. And then I said, okay, who wants to win this? You know, put your stick up if you want to win it. And everybody started putting their stick up, and then we had people go across and pick up their quarters. And then we bring all the quarters to the front for the fundraiser. And then we would, I had a tub with poker chips in it, and they were all numbered. I markered the numbers to correlate with the paint sticks. And so then I would just mix it up, and then I would draw a poker chip out. And if it was that number and they happened to have their stick up, then they won the item, just like that. And so a lot of times we got pictures for them. And it was just exciting. It was really fun. And, you know, I think we'll have to tweak it for the next event, you know, but it was just really cool. And you can kind of change it up. But Sarah Chamberlain is the one that gave me a lot of support and help with that. We did a lot of private messaging, and she helped me a lot. Okay. So then the next thing that we're doing is the team, the IPAs, the daily IPAs. We are contacting two new people a day, and then we're posting 3 times on social media. You want to post 3 times on Facebook for sure. Then if you want to do Instagram or Twitter or whatever else there is, there's always something new, you can. One of the posts needs to be somehow business related, how it can affect, you know, like opportunity financial wise. And then the other 2 need to be like personal plexus posts, like this is, you know, clean my whole house, you know, due to this energy, or a health testimony or something like that. And then, okay. And then, and so you're going to do that every day. And it doesn't take a lot of time, and you can kind of set those things up. Like I had went through and found a bunch of different testimonies and kind of just saved them in my notes and labeled them like Monday, I'm going to post these 2, and inserted the photos into the notes. Tuesday, I'm going to post these. And so it made it a lot easier for me to strategically post those days. And if I was busy and I couldn't really look through, but with, I don't know, with the friends that I have on newsfeed, there's always several testimonies I can just pick through and copy paste. So it's kind of endless. And then we are reaching out to 2 new people through private Facebook Messenger, or emailing, or calling, or in person. And I know that can be kind of hard, even for me. Sometimes I'm like, oh, you know, I don't know what the feedback's going to be, or if there's going to be any feedback, because if you're doing on Facebook Messenger and you have where you can see the little dot go that they've read it, and then you're like, what are they going to do? What are they going to say? And you kind of refresh. And so don't get caught up on looking for it right away, because that'll just kind of stress you out. So just do the message, pray ahead of time if you can for that person, and think about who you're sending it to. What is the last conversation you've had with them? Kind of think about their family. Even go to their wall and check their wall out, see what's going on with them, because I accidentally sent one to one person, and well, it wasn't an accident, but I sent it private message to a person, and then I sent it to his wife, and I said, I sent this to your husband just in case he doesn't see it. I wanted you to know I sent him, and I'm just inquiring, you know. And she said, oh, he's in the hospital with this and this and this. So I was able to kind of connect with her and just build that relationship, and just, you know, I'm praying, what is it that I can pray for, and do that kind of a thing. And that just builds that trust. And I mean, it's really what we're doing anyway. We're trying to help people and be supportive. So So you can do that every day. You can pick 2 new people. And the other night, I was just kind of like hit a wall, like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I want to try something, mix it up. And so what I did was I found a really awesome migraine testimony. And so what I did instead is I kind of somewhat did, is there anybody that struggles with migraines? Because I just read something really great and I think it could be helpful and I want to tell you about it. And so then I had like 4 people right away go, hey, my wife struggles with migraines. Hey, me, send it to me. So that was nice to have the opportunity to send a message to somebody when they actually asked for it. It was just kind of a turnaround. So, so you're sending out 2 new people a day, and then every day you are commenting that you're done. Now, 2 different ways I'm doing this. One, I'm doing it in a private Facebook Messenger, and that one I'm getting notifications all day long, which is awesome though, because it's like we're checking in, we're saying, you know, we're done, or somebody's saying, I'm having trouble coming up with a testimony, or I'm having trouble with what I should share today. And so we're responding to each other and we're talking and encouraging each other. And that's been really cool. And it's motivated me because there's been some days where you get busy and you're like, I don't know what to do today. And then you see that somebody's done. They've done everything they're supposed to do for the day. And you're like, crap, I don't want them to be done already and me not do anything. So it motivated me to get back in the game and do what I need to do. And so that's been a really cool thing. The other way is that we have that same contest going on in my team. And because it's on a group, it's on our group page, just under the contest rules. We're just kind of typing in done, done, done. Nobody's talking back and feeding back, and so I feel like that has been a little bit more stagnant, and like some of the people that are doing that are kind of in this other group, and so I know that they're doing what they're supposed to do. But I'm seeing that if you do want to do some kind of contest like that with a IPA contest, the best thing to do is to do Facebook private messenger and pick a group and do it that way, because it will be constant notifications during the day, and it will be that constant motivation for everybody to keep going and get in there. And so I've noticed that is the best way to do the IPAs, is to do Facebook private messenger. And what let's see, I'll go through it if I haven't already said it. It's offering daily support, accountability. You're having to check in, so you're having to be, accountable and committed. Consistent, build your confidence. You're also helping your own other teammates that are in that group to be encouraging to them and help them. And you get acknowledgement and praise, and that's super for a lot of people. We don't realize how much that helps us in our confidence, is when somebody says, awesome, you did great, you're a rock star. When I hear other people say that to me, I'm like, yeah, I am. And so I want to do that to everybody else too. And I know not everybody needs it or they think they need it, but I notice that does help a lot of people. When Jetty private messages me and says, something positive, I'm like, yes, I am. So it really does help. And the progress that I've done with the IPA, doing that consistently every single day, I got a new ambassador out of it, and I got a new customer out of it. The new ambassador was from my husband's Facebook friend list. So if you have a spouse or a significant other, it's very important to tag them in a lot of your posts, because it not only goes on your wall, but it goes on their wall, and their friends see it. And I've gotten at least 2 ambassadors from my husband's friends list. people that I never knew before, never had a relationship before. And actually the girl that did the paddle bingo party with me, that was my awesome buddy, she is his friend. He worked with her, and we're now good friends. So tagging your spouse is very helpful with your business and a good idea. Okay, the last thing I'll go over with is, or one of the last things is the 90-day health challenge. Let's see, it's fixing to be February, and so I decided I wanted to do something for February. So we're going to start February 1st. It's going to be a daily support and encouragement for just a health challenge. There's no reward in it other than just having success for for yourself health-wise. We're going to be posting our food pics for the day in there. So that's going to be helpful. So when you are making your healthy eating choices, it's really easy to like sneak something that's not as healthy because nobody's going to see what you're eating. But if you're supposed to be posting your breakfast, lunch, and dinner post during the day and people are going to be seeing it, you're going to make a lot better choices. So we're going to do that. We're going to be posting our water, how much water have you guys drank today? We're going to be, if we're doing some kind of fitness, we're going to be posting if we're walking or at the gym, just little selfies, nothing major. You don't have to say I did 100 push-ups or anything. And then we're taking the triplex and the X Factor. Everybody that's in the group is going to take that. And I made it to where it's ambassadors only, so that we don't have to worry about recruiting like if you're worried about you've got a customer in there and you don't want somebody to recruit them, that's just natural. Everybody's going to have that in the back of their mind. And so I thought if we make it all ambassadors and we pump it up on our pages, then maybe we'll get some friends that aren't ambassadors that want to join, and we'll say, hey, just join for $35. You get your products at wholesale pricing. You can join us. It's going to be a great 90-day support. It will be the best way for a person to start off on the products. The first 90 days is to be in a group like that, where you're getting daily support, daily encouragement, and they're all ambassadors that are going to be able to help them with die-off and all that stuff. So I thought that would be great for us to do, and I'm opening up to any ambassador. So if y'all guys want to get on it, cool. Or if you want to do it with your own team, that's great too. Yeah, our goal is just to feel better and see what we can do in 90 days with eating healthier. Okay, and then the last thing that I wanted to just kind of talk about is the Facebook Live. That's new. That's the newest thing that's been kind of popping up on the newsfeed. I've done Periscope and I've done Facebook Live, and I like Facebook Live a little bit better because it's my friends that are viewing it on my Facebook. Periscope, it's people that are around the world, so it's probably better for opportunity type videos, because then you can have somebody in Japan that wants to, whatever. But if you're wanting to get more customers and, just influence your friends around you, then Facebook Live would be the way to go, because your friends are going to see it. And it has a cool little subscribe feature button at the end when you're done with your video, so they can click subscribe. And most people, if they're not even that interested in Plexus, but they are your friend, they're curious, and they're like, oh, they're doing Facebook Live, what are they big? Why are they doing Facebook Live? Then they'll subscribe just out of curiosity. And so I'm liking to mix it up. I'm mixing it up with kid stuff with my family, and I'm mixing it up with my business stuff. And so that's been kind of fun, and you get to interact. You basically, if you're gonna normally on Facebook Live, what you would do is you would go to you're gonna post, and at the bottom it'll give you like a little icon with several little icons, and one of them will be like a person with a wave coming above their head or something, and you click on that and then you just give them a title. Like, I think the last one I did is I said, I'm getting to bless my husband, or something like that. And so most people are going to want to click on that, like, why does she like her husband? Because seems like on Facebook, people gravitate toward the negativity. I don't know why. But so they're going to be curious, why does she want to bless her husband? And then I was able to share how I was able to bless him with my Plexus opportunity. And so if nobody else knows, I got to get a car from my hubby today. So that was really cool. It's not brand new, but it's new to us. It's going to help him with his why. He wants to go to nursing school and become an RN, and that's been something that he's been wanting to do since we've been married. So I want to like support him in that. And also, it'll be nice to have a medical person in the family that I can ask questions to. And he's part of our team. He's a silver, so he's going to be an RN. Okay. So I like Facebook Live a lot, and I think that I think everybody should start doing it if they can, at least attempt to make videos and do those, because the thing that I feel like with Plexus, if you're wanting to have a business and do well in your business and rank up in your business, and have the funds to help with your family and give to your church and your community, you're gonna have to be able to be an influencer. There's no way that somebody's going to want to do what you're doing or be around you if you're not a good influencer, a likable person that they trust and care. And so if you can do your best to be the best you're going to come across as somebody that people want to be around, and they want to do what you're doing. And if you're happy and you're positive and you're supportive to people, they're going to like that. And so I think that that's a really good thing to focus on, is just trying to be a good influencer. And if you're trying to talk to some people and want them to be on your team or be customers, you need to be involved in their life. You need to find a way to find out what kind of person they are. Who are they? You may know the kind of person they are in high school, but they're not in high school anymore. So you need to know who they are now. And so anyways, that's all I got. And I know it's 9:02, so it's not that long, but that was really weird. Oh, okay, Missy's sharing something. Okay, I guess I fixed it magically. Anyways, so I am just going to kind of open it up for anybody that has any questions. You don't have a lot of background feed. Go ahead and unmute yourself and ask me, and I'll look at the group chat, I guess, real quick.
You did so good, Katie girl.
I was doing all good today, and then like 5 minutes before I jumped on, I started going, oh crap, I'm doing this for real.
Yeah, you're amazing. You did so good.
Okay, so Crystal, can you help me set up one for the lady in my church? Of course, and she's brain cancer. Yeah, of course. And Deanna, you're being sweet. Okay, yes, thank you very much, Trisha.